This video presents the most dangerous cities ranked by homicide and violent crime rates. Discover each city's main criminal threats and essential safety tips to help you stay informed and protect yourself. Information sources: UNODC, Numbeo Crime Index, El Consejo Ciudadano, 2025. And complete datasets: UN Global Homicide Study. 1. San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Barrio 18 and MS-13 control slums, staging nightly shootouts. Families pay extortion, war taxes, to cartels. Corruption in the police force undermines anti-gang programs. Travelers should stay in secured hotels, avoid urban slums and public buses, and use vetted transportation services. 2. Caracas, Venezuela. Tren de Aragua gang dominates barrios like Petare, using them for human trafficking and forced prostitution. Hyperinflation drives kidnappings for ransom in US dollars. Gang checkpoints on main roads make unescorted travel deadly. Always move with vetted guides and avoid Catia and surrounding neighborhoods without security. 3. Salvador, Brazil. In Pelourinho, tourists face armed robbery. Assaults spike 40% during Carnival. Stick to secured areas, use hotel safes, travel in groups at night, and avoid poorly lit streets. 4. Mossoró, Brazil. A major drug hub in northeast Brazil, cartels control local oil sites and extort fishing cooperatives. Armed street clashes are routine. Visitors should avoid walking alone at night, use secure transport arranged by reputable services, and refrain from venturing into the outskirts of the city. 5. Cape Town, South Africa. Jackrolling, gang rape, targets women walking alone, especially near Khayelitsha. Flakka-induced violence surges unpredictably. Police response in townships can exceed an hour. Vineyards in Stellenbosch face armed extortion targeting foreign workers. Use blue flag beaches, travel in groups, avoid solitary walks after dark. 6. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Over 200 armed groups control 80% of the city, charging hospitals $1 million weekly in extortion. Fuel blockades cause food shortages. 90% of schools closed in 2024. Kidnappings are so frequent that neighborhoods form vigilante groups. Stay in safe areas by researching hotels ahead of time and carry minimal cash. 7. Feira de Santana, Brazil. On Highway BR-116, gangs hijack cargo trucks and assault drivers. During June Fest and Carnival, pickpocketing and mugging spike. Police patrols are limited, and armed civilians sometimes engage in shootouts. Travelers should remain vigilant in crowds, secure valuables, and avoid isolated areas during festivals. 8. Macapa, Brazil. Illicit gold mining camps under PCC cartel control push violence throughout the region. Amazon River piracy is common. Armed groups board ferries, robbing and sometimes killing passengers lacking extortion funds. Only travel via reputable river cruises. Avoid solo river crossings and adhere to security advisories. 9. Fortaleza, Brazil. Gangs operate near Jericoacoara Beach, selling narcotics and staging armed assaults on unaccompanied visitors. Youth unemployment at 45% in suburbs fuels PCC cartel recruitment. Stay within secure beach clubs, travel in groups at night, and use hotel-arranged excursions rather than informal tours. 10. Kingston, Jamaica. Gang conflicts in Tivoli Gardens and Denham Town stem from dancehall turf disputes. Cruise port lottery scams lure tourists into unsafe zones. Jamaica's gun homicide rate is second highest in the Western Hemisphere. Always use licensed tour guides, avoid cruise port touts, and do not travel alone after dark. 11. Natal, Brazil. Lightning kidnappings. On Ponta Negra Beach, armed gangs snatch tourists, force ATM withdrawals, then abandon victims. Crime Index: 76.8/100. Police response times can exceed 30 minutes. Remain on hotel grounds after sunset, book activities through trusted operators, and avoid isolated beach areas. 12. Durban, South Africa. Taxi associations engage in armed turf wars, often targeting passengers. Harbor cargo theft is rampant, with armed hijackings of shipping containers. Many residents carry panic buttons to summon private security. Do not use unlicensed taxis. Stick to hotel-arranged or GPS-tracked transport. Avoid dockside areas. 13. Celaya, Mexico. Santa Rosa de Lima cartel and Jalisco New Generation cartel clash regularly. They extort auto factory workers at GM and Stellantis, hijack rail cargo bound for Guadalajara, and stage public shootouts on highways. Criminal checkpoints make travel risky. Use authorized security escorts for any road travel after dark. 14. St. Louis, United States. Decades of industrial decline in North St. Louis led to opioid trafficking gangs operating along the Mississippi River. Over 70% of homicides involve illegal firearms. Police response to shots fired calls can exceed 20 minutes. Stick to well-lit downtown areas, use rideshare apps, and avoid walking alone. 15. Zacatecas, Mexico. Sinaloa and Jalisco New Generation cartels fight over mining resources, fueling kidnappings and extortion. Recommended caution in public spaces after sunset. Travelers should use rideshare apps, stay in verified trusted hotels, and bypass mining roads, especially at night. 16. Nelson Mandela Bay, South Africa. Amafara. Gangs from Motherwell and Zwide extort businesses and hijack cargo at the port, exporting arms and drugs. 68% avoid public transport after dark, opting for GPS-tracked rideshares. Township unemployment exceeds 41%. Avoid township outskirts at night and always use vetted drivers. 17. Zamora, Mexico. Cartels extort avocado farmers, earning the term blood avocados. Meth labs in nearby forests fuel disputes between Jalisco New Generation cartel versus Las Viagras cartel. Local police are underpaid or coerced, allowing violence to flourish. Use minimal cash, stay in guarded accommodations, and bypass rural roads at all times. 18. Ciudad Obregón, Mexico. Once an agricultural hub, it now serves as a cartel execution zone. Mutilated bodies appear in public spaces as warnings. Cartels extort farmers and small businesses. Local exodus is not uncommon from citizens seeking better, less violent cities. Having a tour guide is recommended, and avoid alternative methods of transportation other than trusted rideshare. 19. Tijuana, Mexico. A major corridor for fentanyl smuggling into the U.S., 87% of homicides involve drug trafficking. Cross-border kidnappings occur near Avenida Revolucion, supplying cartel ransom funds. Disposal houses hold torture victims. Travel only in groups, avoid border areas after dark, and stay close to hotels and well-lit areas. 20. Colima, Mexico. Cartel war between Jalisco New Generation cartel and Sinaloa over fentanyl labs in the Pacific port makes it the deadliest city on earth. Residents face a 66% chance of home invasion, weekly highway blockades, and frequent disappearances at cartel checkpoints. It is recommended for all travelers to avoid all rural routes. Latin America accounts for 14 of these cities, driven by cartel conflicts and assaults in Mexico and Brazil. South Africa's violence stems from socioeconomic inequality and rampant firearms, while the US and Caribbean reflect how drug trafficking sustains gun crime. Always check current local advisories, use secure transport, carry decoy wallets, and register with consulates before travel. On our next video we will dive into issues revolving around one of these countries. First one up, Brazil. Stay tuned, like and share, subscribe to the channel.